Russian propaganda and the Western journalists it misled took Pokrovsk a year ago. But while the Russian occupiers stormed the outskirts of the city, the Ukrainian military erected fortifications around it. Military analyst and director of the new Geopolitics Research Network platform, Mikhail Samus, spoke about this in an interview with Telegraf. He explained that there are 640,000 Russian troops in Ukraine. They can concentrate their efforts and break through the front, but this is unlikely if they did not do this a year ago. They do not have any special tools now that can help, especially since the Ukrainian army has actually created a kill zone. It is 10 to 20 kilometers. The Russians are also creating a kill zone for us. They knock out our logistics with fiber-optic drones. But we are not going on the offensive. There is a peculiarity here. When you are on the defensive, you can adapt to this situation. Yes, logistics are difficult, but you can create corridors from nets and close supply routes, at least in the rear, where there is logistics necessary to provide the first and second echelons of defense. This can be done, and it is being done. But I do not see any tools from the Russians that could make a breakthrough, the military expert emphasized. Speaking about the encirclement of the Pokrovsk by Russians, he noted that he did not know how to accomplish this. There are really fierce battles in the Pokrovsk direction, but I don't know how much time and effort it would take to encircle Pokrovsk. The situation is similar with Konstantinovka, says the director of the new Geopolitics Research Network. He reminded that, as in any process, everything depends on the amount of effort per unit of time. If the Russians throw all 640,000 of their troops at Pokrovsk, it might speed up. But if they try to simultaneously take Vovchansk, move in the Kupiansk direction, in Liman, try to break through in Seversk, attack the Kramatorsk-Slavyansk agglomeration, in order to move to Kramatorsk and Slavyansk, they need to break through to Liman, Vremeny Yar, Toretskaya, Konstantinovka. They have been trying to do this for over a year. Will they continue? They can. This is very difficult for the Ukrainian armed forces, but it will all continue at the same pace for another year. How long can Russia wage such a war? This is not operational art. It is simply the destruction of Russian soldiers, summed up Mikhail Samus.
Israel carried out strikes on multiple areas in southern Lebanon on Thursday, some far from the border, Lebanon's state-run national news agency reported. According to Associated Press, it described the strikes as the most violent in some areas since a ceasefire deal ended the latest Israel-Hezbollah war in November. The Israeli army issued a warning ahead of one strike that destroyed a building in the town of Tul, which it described as facilities belonging to the terrorist Hezbollah. Video of the strike's aftermath showed fire and a massive cloud of smoke rising over an area packed with multi-story apartment buildings. Strikes in other areas were carried out without warning. Residents of northern Israel also reported hearing loud explosions from across the border. There were no immediate reports of casualties. Israel has struck Lebanon almost every day since the ceasefire. Lebanon says those strikes are in violation of the deal, while Israel says it is targeting Hezbollah to prevent it from rearming.
بدأت الإسعافات وبدأ الدفاع المدني بالتحرك لإخماد النار المشتعلة. والدخان المشتعل الإسعافات وبدأ الدفاع المدني بالتحرك لإخماد النار المشتعلة.
Russian air defense systems shot down 105 Ukrainian drones overnight on May 22, including 35 intercepted over Moscow Oblast, the Russian Defense Ministry has claimed. From midnight to 5:30 Moscow time, air defense systems on duty destroyed and intercepted 105 Ukrainian aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles, the statement said. Including 35 drones were shot down over the capital region, 4 over the Oryol region, 12 over the Kursk region, 11 over the Belgorod region, and 10 over the Tula region. 9 drones were destroyed over the territory of the Kaluga region, 7 over the Voronezh region, 3 over the territories of the Lipetsk and Smolensk regions, and 1 over the territory of the Bryansk region. Moscow Mayor Sergei Sobyanin said that all the drones were flying toward the Russian capital. Due to the drone attack, all 4 Moscow airports, Sheremetyevo, Nukovo, Domodedovo and Zhukovsky, as well as airports in Tambov and Vladimir were temporarily closed. Other Ukrainian drones were also shot down over the Oryol, Kursk, Belgorod, Tula, Kaluga, Voronezh, Lipetsk, Smolensk and Bryansk oblasts, the Russian Defense Ministry said. Tula Oblast Governor Dmitry Milyev said one of the drones crashed into the roof of an apartment building in Tula. The attack also damaged other residential and non-residential buildings, he said. Russian authorities haven't reported any other damage or reported any casualties. While Russia, Ukraine, the United States and European powers consider the sequencing of a possible end to the more than 3-year conflict in Ukraine, the drone war continues and fighting is intensifying in some key areas of the front.
Это здоровый лютый, который летает. На Рязань пошел.
Небо голубое, ясно.
Ух ты, ёб твою мать, блядь! Ёб твою мать! Пойдем домой, ну нахер!
Все, пошел на патриот.